Hello mountain bikers, and welcome back to your favorite gear show. We've been pinned this summer with plenty of traveling, testing and riding on the menu, and we've certainly been enjoying the World Cup racing too. Hopefully you're out there getting some time off work to kick back and relax as well. On the topic of relaxing, the bike industry seems to have been doing exactly not that, as there's been a plethora of exciting new product announcements lately. We'll get into all of that, and of course, we've got some fresh new gear reviews coming at you in this show as well. First up though, the news. Here's a couple of months in a couple of minutes to get you all caught up. Let's go! The most hyped up e-bike motor system has finally arrived in the US, and we've got a full review of the Avinox-equipped Amflow up here on the channel if you want to know what we think of it. Yeti dropped the all-new Decoy. With the Bosch CX motor updated to the latest firmware, it's got enough power to put up a decent fight in the power department as well. Da Vinci's 5th generation Troy is now available in carbon, and it gains a down-tube storage compartment and 10mm of travel. To celebrate their 40th birthday, Yeti has released 100 units of their absolutely stunning anniversary team issue SB160. This thing is about as drool-worthy as they come. If you want in-frame storage in an alloy frame, look no further than the new Ibis Ripley AF. We love those lines too. Propane has sharpened up their Eugene trail bike. With less travel, it aims to deliver maximum riding pleasure on a variety of trails. In the suspension world, Öhlins has updated their big forks, with both the RXF38 and the DH38 getting reworked internals for even better performance. The TTX1 Air and TTX2 Air shocks have also been updated to new versions. EXT has introduced the Vecta, a more affordable coil shock intended to bring high performance to the more budget-conscious among us. Push has also dropped prices across their whole range, and they've introduced the new VTX, which is essentially a non-custom tuned version of their flagship 11.6 shock. Fox was in the headlines too, making waves in the suspension pond with their new upside-down podium fork. We tested it, and it's fair to say we were very impressed. Not to be left behind during this summer of suspension, Formula dropped the Selva 5, with key changes made to increase performance, reliability and comfort. X-Fusion joined the Squish Party too, with the RV138DH fork and the Reza cross-country series. Moving on to shifting, Shimano finally caught up with SRAM when they launched their new wireless Di2 drivetrain. Available in both XTR and XT trim, this stuff shifts faster than pretty much anything else on the market, and we love the ergonomics of the shifter pods too. There's new brakes to discover as well. Worth your time to head on over to our site and read all about this if you want to learn more. Raceface dropped a new turbine flat pedal, and we've got pretty much only one thing to say about it. They nailed it. In what's shaping up to be a very busy summer for Raceface, they've also introduced a new cash money color option for their Vault hubs, a new XC and trail wheel set called the Era SL, and a 55mm rise version of the Era handlebars. In the crank world, E13 dropped their all-new Helix Race carbon cranks with their best strength-to-weight ratio to date. Hope has just launched a whole new iteration of their Tech 4 brakes called Evo. Available in both trail and gravity versions, they are said to offer more power and simplified bleeding thanks to a bleed port on the levers. We're about ready to start testing these, so we'll have our first impressions for you soon. Stay tuned. KS is bringing wireless dropper posts to the masses with the introduction of their $399 Rage circuit. Available with 120 to 180mm of travel, it won't work for the long legs out there, but everybody else should be stoked to see the price point drop like this. In the protection world, Ion has introduced their new grid skin fabric, built to add a layer of protection in key areas without the bulk of full armor pads. Troy Designs has updated their Stage Pro and Speed Pro guards with D3O Diablo padding, which now allows them to meet CE Level 2 standards. Australian apparel specialist Darko is now joining the protection game as well, with the introduction of their all-new knee, elbow and body armor, tested by the world's fastest DH riders, so you know it'll get the job done. Shimano dropped new flat and clipless shoe lines, with models available for both dry and wet conditions. Crank Brothers has brought their tuned wheel tech to the aluminum rim world with the introduction of the new Synthesis Alloy 2.0 wheel sets, and they've now got a super affordable composite version of their popular stamp pedal out as well. Speaking of pedals, P&W Components just dropped their all-new Gen 2 Loam pedal, and we had a great time testing it. The review is up on the site if you want to learn more. We Are One, which is now owned by Industry 9, has added to their lineup with new convergence models available for DH, XC, gravel and bikepacking. Giro recently introduced their all-new Montaro 3 helmets and Dropline MTB goggle. Wild Ride Concepts announced that they are joining the helmet market with two new models as well, the Deploy and the Descent. Whoa, that was a lot to take in. So much rad new gear to get excited about. As mentioned, we'll be reviewing the key new pieces right here on the channel over the coming weeks and months, so stay tuned for more of that, as always. For now though, let's get into today's reviews. First up, a new flat pedal from Germany. Aertime is a small German company based outside of Frankfurt, producing components and accessories for mountain biking. The Dekade is their first flat pedal, and it comes with some nifty little features. For example, the two outermost pins are used to lock the axle cap, providing a little extra peace of mind in this area. There's also a spare pin stored in the axle cap, so you'll always have one handy if something should happen on the trails. Speaking of the pins, they bolt in from the back and come with washers that can be used to adjust their height. As for the overall shape, the Dekade is quite flat, wide and thin. It comes in two sizes, so you can choose according to the size of your feet. The outer edges are heavily angled, which provides a bit less material for trailside obstacles to grab onto as you head for the French lines. There's not a lot of built-in concavity, and the middle pin further contributes to the overall flat aspect of the platform. The axle is made out of chromoly and spins on a classic combination of bushings and bearings. The pedal can be easily taken apart for service with common tools, and all the parts are available as spares from Aertime's webshop. Speaking of spares, the Dekade is delivered with spare pins, pedal washers and a T15 Torx wrench used to work on the pins. On the trail, the flat platform provides more of an on-the-pedal feel as opposed to in the pedal. The pins are sharp and provide plenty of bite once your weight is firmly on the pedal. The lack of concavity made it harder for us to really feel where the foot should sink into the pedal though, and we could also feel our feet bounce around a bit more than with the more concave offerings out there. Due to the very compact shape of the outer edges, the pedal also feels quite small, despite measurements that match many other big pedals on paper. There's less room for pins with this design as well, which may explain the slightly more confined feeling. Those who like to be able to make small adjustments to their foot placement as they ride will love these, while those hunting for a fully locked-in experience should probably look elsewhere. The price is good, and the quality of execution appears to be excellent, so no worries on that front. There's a generous 5-year warranty for the original owner as well, which is great to see at this competitive price point. Feedback Sports has had a busy summer too, with plenty of new and updated tools dropping. We laid our hands on 3 items to test for you: a nice set of hex and Torx wrenches, this nifty new cassette removal grip whip, as well as a compact and convenient torque wrench. The modular T-handle wrench kit contains a set of T-handle wrenches that can be separated into 2 parts for easy storage. The bars and drivers are made out of high-quality steel with an aluminum sleeve that allows the tool to spin for easy manipulation of longer bolts. The bars and drivers can be combined in different ways if you need a specific combo for something. The bars slide into 3 different positions to make working in difficult, hard-to-reach areas a bit easier. We've loved the precision machining, and working with these wrenches in a variety of scenarios, there's no denying that they have a touch of class about them. The spinning sleeve is a neat feature, as is the sliding bar handle. The dimensions of the wrenches are perfect for working on bike parts, making it easy to feel the torque appropriate for different sizes of bolts. In some cases, like when working on a shallow bolt head, we prefer a solid T-handle as it is easier and more comfortable to push on if you need to, but other than that, we're stoked to reach for these new ones when there's a job at hand. If you want to get a bit more scientific about the aforementioned torque specifications, the range twist torque wrench might be for you. This compact little tool folds away to take up no space at all, yet it still contains the most common tool bits and will deliver torque readings from 2 to 8 Newton meters. There are 10 tools covered with the included 6 bits, all held securely in the little cap that screws onto the end of the tool. Using the tool is very easy. There is no need to preset the torque value, just apply force to the bolt and watch the desired torque marking line up on the tool. Simple and effective, no more excuses for stripping your bolts. If you've ever removed a cassette from a free hub body, you've probably used a chain whip, and if you have, you've probably also had it slip out on you more than once. Feedback aims to make this operation more comfortable and more secure with the innovative grip whip. It features a locking jaw with 2 small bits of chain attached to either arm. Simply open it up, fit it onto any cog from 10 to 24 teeth in size. Once you start applying force, the jaws naturally clamp down harder, making it all but impossible to have the tool slip on the cassette. We've had great success using it to remove the most stubborn of cassettes, and we think it makes a great addition to your tool chest if this kind of operation is something you need to do regularly. You probably know Yeti for their high-end bikes, but the Colorado-based manufacturer has been steadily adding to their lineup over the years, and today they make everything from components to apparel as well. Not content to stop there, they've just added a line of bags and packs to the catalog, and we've put them to the test to see what gives. The White Ranch Tote is a 40-liter bag made to hold your essentials on the way to and from the trailhead. It features a soft and strong fabric that is pleasant to the touch with a mostly squared-off shape. There's a handle and a shoulder strap available for different carrying options. The main compartment is a single volume, but it does contain a separate waterproof section for wet and dirty items. There are bottle holders on the side of the bag that can also be used for other items, and a separate front compartment with pouches inside to organize your tools. The main opening is zippered, but the bag also has a couple of magnetic buckles that can hold the bag closed without the zipper for easy and quick access. 40 liters is not a whole lot of space, but it will hold a half-shell helmet along with shoes, clothes and protection items. If you need to store a full-face helmet as well, you should consider sizing up to the 60-liter Fruta duffel bag, basically the same style of bag with 50% more capacity. All in all, we'd say this tote bag isn't a necessity, but it sure makes life easier and a bit cleaner with well-thought-out features and quality construction. $240 is not chump change though, so it's up to you to figure out if a $50 gym bag could do the same job for you. Moving on to the Lenawi, this hip pack is constructed from ripstop nylon and provides 5 liters of storage capacity. There's a corrugated back panel to help evacuate sweat and a nifty buckle that sits off to the side for improved comfort. There are 2 small pockets on the wings for easy access to snacks and sundries, as well as 2 bottle holders for hydration. There are also 2 extra straps that can carry an external load, like a jacket or knee protection. The main compartment is quite square in the shape, which lets it hold a surprising amount of gear inside. There are several internal pouches to secure your tools as well. In action, the Lenawi is both comfortable and stable. The main compartment is quite roomy, which means that the contents can bounce around a bit sometimes, but there are a couple of straps on the side that can be used to sink the whole bag down for better stability. The waist strap isn't super wide, but wide enough to be mostly comfortable, even if you run it a bit tight. A wider strap is more comfortable, but would also be warmer. The bag is easy to get in and out of, and the tools are readily accessible when needed. The side pockets are a bit small, but we used one of the water bottle nets for extra storage, so this wasn't an issue for us. All told, this is a good hip pack that will measure up to some of the best in the market. And yeah, it's not unnecessarily expensive either. Okay then, that's the end of the show. We hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for taking the time to tune in. As always, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And until next time, happy trails.